Afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. So as you can see, I've got my Oreo feeder out. So I've got some oranges and grape jelly in there, and it's about that time Oreos will be showing up, and soon I'll be making some hummingbird nectar because they'll be showing up as well. So let's move on with the day. All right, everyone, so I'm going to make some peanut butter cookies, and that's going to be our snack or dessert or whatever you want to call it for today. What did we eat? Oh, this morning I didn't record it, but we still got a little bit of hash brown patties and shredded hash browns left. So Glen had shredded, I had one hash brown patty. We both had a couple eggs, and so that was our breakfast. So yeah, and we got one more of each hash brown for another breakfast, so that'll be okay. Haven't really done much today. I don't even know what I did. I was outside, but I didn't get any projects done. I was just outside doing stuff. Nothing to speak of, really. As you saw, I got my Oreo feeder up, and tonight I'm going to make tacos. I was going to do the fried pork chops, but I asked Glen if he wants that or if he prefers tacos, so we're going to have tacos. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do tonight. I didn't get any further on my canned good organization, but yeah. But I did get all those cans put away last night. All right, so let's get started on the recipe for peanut butter cookies. You all probably have your own recipe. I've been using this recipe for many of years. I use the same one for Hershey Kisses cookies. But this is going to be my dry ingredients in here. So I'm going to put 1 1/3 cup of flour. I got a 1/3 measuring cup, so I'm just going to do 4 of these. Alright, and then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So the baking soda, and I've made a video on this before, but I figure I'd just talk and let you know a little more about my health insurance. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So I received my health insurance card and my little packet, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to have health insurance. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So there is no premium to pay. It's state insurance, and it's really good insurance because Glen actually had it years ago before he started getting Social Security. Now, keep in mind, when I say he's getting Social Security, I don't mean disability. He's of retirement age, so he's just getting Social Security for retirement purposes. So before he started receiving that, he got he did have Badger Care Plus, I think, or state insurance, whatever it was at the time. And I'm just going to mix this together. And when he had to go, because he had a lot of doctor appointments and he had like 7 or 8 different meds he was on, he didn't have to pay anything when he had it. No co-pays, no premiums. At first he had to pay like $1 for a prescription, but then when they changed, whoops, there I go with the flour everywhere. But then when they changed a little bit, he didn't have to pay anything for prescription drugs. So he was on like metformin and some other stuff for different things that were wrong with him. So yeah, it's a really good insurance. So that's my dry ingredients. I hope I don't get mixed up because I'm yapping away. So I'm going to move that to the side and start on my wet ingredients. Okay, starting with my wet ingredients. I got 1 stick of butter, which is 1/2 cup. And room temperature, of course. So yeah, and when I called last week, because they called me just to see if I had any questions or anything, that's the oven preheating to 350. So yeah, they called me. I'm doing other stuff while I'm yapping, so don't mind if I sound distracted. And just wanted to know if I had any questions. I asked if there was a monthly premium to pay. There is not. And co-pays, like if I had to go to the doctor or if I had an emergency room call, like I had to go to the emergency room, the co-pays are very minimal depending on how much your treatment was. So the most it sounds like I would have to pay is $8, and that's only in the case if you go to the emergency room and it's not deemed an emergency, then your copay is $8. If you go to the emergency room and it was an actual emergency, then there's no copay. You don't have to pay anything. So it's very good. I have to say that. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to have it, and I've been reading online about eye care because I actually really do need new glasses. My eyesight has become really bad, and I need to put some peanut butter in here. Like I said, I'm going to be yapping away, so I hope I don't mess this up. But yeah, and so I have to read more about how the eye care works and such that. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I guess excited, I don't know if excited's the word. I am, because it's such a relief to know I have insurance now, that if something does happen, that I can go to the emergency room and not worry about it. So yes, I'm putting a lot of peanut butter in here because last time I made it, it didn't have much of a peanut butter taste. So it calls for a cup. I always put more. So yeah, you're gonna need something big to drink with this. All right, there's some peanut butter, and I'm gonna mix this into smooth. So yeah, it pays for like preventive care, like mammograms and things like that, health checkups, things like that. So I have yet to get my VA paperwork, but I got this, so I'm pretty excited. I keep saying that, and I'm not knowing if that's the word, because I don't plan on getting sick and running out there to use my insurance, but it's such a relief to have it. So all right, so that's all creamy. And now I'm going to add sugars. So I'm going to use 1 cup of sugar and half a cup of brown sugar. All right, so 1 cup of sugar. And what I do is when I roll up my little cookie dough balls, Glen doesn't like it done to his, but I like it done to mine. I actually rolled my little dough balls in sugar. And yeah, so I guess I just like it that way. And then half a cup of brown sugar. And then I'm just gonna mix this. So it's like, yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to let you know on my health insurance, that I have officially received my health insurance card and pamphlet, so I am officially insured. So, and as I find more stuff out, I'll let you know. Yeah, it's like 50 degrees out right now. Probably got cooler already because the high was 50 today, but it was going to cool down pretty fast. We're going to stay in the 50s for about a week. We might get 1 day or 2 days of 60 degrees. All right. So now Let me make sure I got everything. Okay, so now I'm going to add my eggs and vanilla. Or my egg. It's just one egg. And yes, I've been saving my eggshells for gardening. I know I haven't talked much about gardening, but I haven't bought anything for gardening. So hopefully coming up next week I can go out and get some seeds or something. Definitely what we want to grow is tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, jalapenos, and a couple other hot peppers for Glen. But those are the main things we want to grow. So, and it's going to be 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So yeah, I figure I'll just talk about this stuff while I'm baking, making this, since I already did videos on this recipe. But I'll leave the recipe in the description in case I totally confused you on this. Alright, so I hope you all are having a good week. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who supports me through Patreon and through Buy Me a Coffee. You don't realize how much it helps. And we just really appreciate it. On those weeks that it's kind of tough, like those, because he only gets paid once a month and we get EBT once a month. So it kind of gets rough the last week or two, week and a half to 2 weeks. So the donations that have come in recently, we are just buying a couple of things of food, like for lunches or something. Any food we might need to get us through until we get our food share again. So just so you know, it is going to good use. So anything like dessert I can do at home from scratch, like making cookies. Even if we are at rough times, for like we're out of food share money or no money, desserts can be done at home. I make plenty of cookies. I can make, you know, anything sweet at home. But I think what I'm going to do is I got to start making my list of stuff to get next month, because last month or this month kind of gave me a better idea of how much of what I need to get us through the month. So I need to start doing that list, and maybe I'll take you through that. Okay, so all this is mixed up, and now I'm going to throw my flour mix into it. Pretty sure. Let me just, years ago, I bought this index book thing, and I started writing recipes on it with the colors. It's not full, but the recipes I've been using for years, I have in here. So I got my flour, baking soda, salt, butter, peanut butter, sugar, brown sugar, egg, vanilla, and yeah, so. Alright, so I'll throw my flour into it. And you know what happens when I got flour or anything of powder. So I'm going to do this real slow. So, a couple questions were asked, and see if I can remember some questions. Do we have any camping plans for this summer? Camping or fishing or Glen's RC stuff? As of right now, we do not have any camping trips planned. Or fishing trips. We haven't even gotten our fishing license, honestly. So, and that's just the way it goes with when you're on a really tight budget. I don't know if we're going to camp this year or not. I guess it just depends how things are. So we don't have anything scheduled. And don't know when we're going to get our fishing license. Glen's is discounted because he's officially a senior, and I pay regular price. So yeah, don't know if we are or not. Glen's RC Adventures, as you know, I did that video letting you know he's converted over to RC airplanes, and his intentions are to go to the RC flying field. So we'll see how much he goes. But he does have to, what is it you have to pay for there, babe? 50. But what is it for, membership? Membership. Okay, so yeah, he has to be a member to be able to fly there because it's a locked gate. So yeah, I'm not quite sure of our recreational plans for this summer. I know I have a lot of yard projects to do, so... So yeah, he would like to fly his airplanes. He doesn't really run his cars anymore. He has them, but he sold a lot of stuff so he can get his airplanes. But we'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, he just said in the background the reason he doesn't run his cars anymore and he changed over is because everybody from the club that he belonged to race, just kind of dropped out. And nobody wanted to race or do anything anymore. So he decided to go to airplanes where he doesn't have to count on anybody else to race or anything like that. He just goes to fly his stuff. So that's that. Yep, he can still fly. Oh, if he can still fly, yeah. He hasn't really practiced or anything. Yeah, he actually, I don't know if I've ever told you this. I probably have, but he actually has been doing RC stuff for over 30 years. Way before I even came into his life, he was doing RC cars indoors, RC airplanes. He used to have a bunch of airplanes, big ones too. So yeah, he's been doing this for many, many years, way before I came into it. Yeah, he did boats and helicopters too. So yeah, he had quite the hobbies. And he still has those hobbies. It's just a matter of doing them and the finances to do them. Takes gas to get there. His airplanes are not gas airplanes. They're battery operated. So it's just a matter of charging them. So, alright, so I'm going to finish mixing this. And then I'll get back to you. Alright, so I ended up having to get my hands in there and really bringing it together because it's pretty thick. So just using my normal tablespoon measuring spoon and making my dough balls. Okay, so what I usually do for mine is just rolling them in some sugar. And that's it. So, alright, I'm going to make 2 cookie sheets worth of dough balls and then I'll be back. Alright everyone, so there is the batch of peanut butter cookies I made. And I'm just going to make our tacos now. You've seen tacos plenty of times. I don't have to record that. And I'm all out of stuff to talk about right now. So I think I did enough talking while I was making these peanut butter cookies. But they are good. Adding that extra peanut butter makes a difference on the texture. they're almost like fall apart. You bite into them and they almost fall apart. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and close the video out here, and I hope you enjoyed it. If I talk too much, oh well. It's not every video I talk that much, but anyway, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch the video. I appreciate the support. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.